and she thinks it's good luck if you find a red and white one.
The other one is just offshore. You have to take a boat. Because I can't even see what I'm looking at.
This is an awesome office. Oh, are you guys telling? Is this the directive?
Unit, Army Material Command, 24th.
My name is Jack Spielman, and short background, I spent just short of 17 years in active duty in the Army. Then I worked as a defense contractor. Then another 16 and a half years as a Department of the Army civilian. I've had a long history of voting Republican. I mean, literally, 40 years of adult life. And I go back and I'll say, I was not about to, flip candidacies for Ms. Clinton. But in 2016, my desire was that he would be Donald Trump, the real estate developer. My concern was that he was going to be Donald Trump, the game show host. And what we got was the game show host and all those bad aspects with that. Army is kind of a microcosm of society. There are some folks that really stand out as being great leaders. There's some that are just average, and there's some that you wish you never encountered. But it's just like regular society. Three things, and it was like three things that were really ingrained. The first one is character, treating everyone with dignity and respect. The second thing is competence, be proficient in what you're doing. The third thing, one that was thoroughly ingrained, used the phrase, leaders are responsible for everything their organization does or fails to do. That's one of the things that, personally I find so infuriating about Trump, is when he, on television, captured on camera, when he says, I accept no responsibility, none at all. Your time to blame Obama, maybe you had about a week, but this is on you. This is a result of your leadership. Personally, being a veteran, and the 11th hour, the 11th day of the 11th month, the 100th anniversary, the end of World War I. President is in France. President does not go to honor our war dead. And over the next 24 hours, they offered a series of excuses. It was the rain, it was transportation, it was security. I was just like, unbelievable. But it doesn't really pay to have remorse over about what happened in the past. It's about what you can do going forward, and what do we do about it now? I think Joe Biden is a good character. We may disagree on some of the policies, and we'll be curious to see where the Democratic Party goes. But I think he will surround himself with good people and put the interests of the nation first and not his business dealings. And I don't necessarily like the labels. And I use the example, my wife is a strong believer that free health care is a human right. We disagree on the terminology, but we do share some common goals. Ideally, we want to have better health care. We want to pay less for it. We want it to be more efficient. We want to have greater access. And we need to have a national dialogue. We need to start talking about some of these things. And I think that's kind of critical. And if we can get around that, we can maybe disagree on the ideology about why to get there, but we both want the country to get better. We want it to be a better environment for our citizens. But also, and they had young kids. This one's for you.